What is going on, guys? Joey Franzo here with Flex Training Systems. And today we're going to be talking about dealing with a shitty training session. This is one of the topics that I asked you guys about, in my DMs, in my IG story. And you guys were like, yo, cover that. So I'm doing that here now. It is rare that it happens because I work with a lot of the same people, but sometimes, occasionally, you get a new person here and there, and they don't stick to their RPEs, and they overshoot a little bit, and they get really discouraged. Let's say they're maybe in the middle of the week, which is typically like your kind of recovery day. It's not as important of a workout maybe as your other ends of the week, beginning and end of the week. This is just a typical way that people might do it. I have people where their middle of the week is very important. It just depends. But I'm just talking about, let's say you have a great Monday session, but, Wednesday comes around and they expect to be fresh, even though they just hit the lift 48 hours before. You come into the session and you have a shitty day. You have no juice in the tank. You start to get frustrated because you're not putting up numbers that you kind of expected to put up. One, I think setting expectations before you come into a training session is dumb. You should just come into the session and take what's there. That's the way that I've preached it, and especially working with auto-regulation. I think just taking what you have on the day is not only something that's going to help you in training, but on meet day is going to make your life so much easier, and you're going to be able to walk away from the meet going 9 for 9 and understanding that it is not worth sacrificing a good. I'll just use the exact example that I just told someone. Let's say you want a total 1600, right? Why not put up a really solid 1580, and then the next meet you can hit 1600 like possibly on your second attempts. You know what I mean? Like it won't even be like a problem or a stress, anything to stress about, because you've put in the work so that on meet day, that goal that you set for yourself, it just comes to you. A lot of times lifters will get really, really close to a certain total and they'll reach for it a little bit when all they had to do was stay in the pocket, as we do over here at Flex Training Systems. We want to stay in the pocket and, don't overextend. Don't push yourself to the point where there is a risk that you could miss, and one missed lift. Let's say you jump 20 kilos on the deadlift and you miss, but really you had 15 kilos. Now you have a big dent in your total and you have a missed lift, which is just, nobody wants to screw up their meet like that. Trust me, this last nationals, I didn't think the pole was out of range, but I definitely. I knew it was gonna be something. I knew it was gonna be hard. So we put some sauce on the bar, 2-1. But that's my deadlift. That's a different story. But it sucks to have that like one little hole in what could have been a perfect day. So coming into training, you don't want to set expectations. You just want to take what's there. And if you have a bad training session, you cannot let that session bleed, right? That mentality, that negative, just whatever association you have with not meeting your obviously unrealistic expectation for the day because you weren't able to do what you thought you could, which one is temporary. So getting mad or frustrated is, it's human nature to feel that way, but it's dumb. There's nothing good that's going to come from it. And you just have to say, okay, I set the bar a little too high for myself today. I was unable to lift the weights that I thought I could hit. So I'm just simply going to drop the weight down. I'm going to handle what I can for the day. Maybe, you might even go home a little early because you just have nothing in the tank. Obviously, those days, I'm not saying ever do that. You have to communicate that with your coach, but you don't want to get hurt shooting for an expectation that you didn't have, or shooting for a number that you didn't have on the day. So it's important to just realize where you are. Okay, stay objective, take a step back, look at the session and say, okay, I'm not strong today. I'm not going to let this bother me. I'm gonna adjust the weight, or I'm gonna tell my coach, and we're gonna make adjustment, call an audible, right? And then I'm gonna finish the session, and I'm gonna go home, and I'm gonna forget that it happened, and I'm gonna move on with my life. Move on to the next day. Okay, what do we got the next day? Okay, I'm hitting bench today. Bada bing, bada boom. You know, and also it can help. Not that I want you to dwell on it, but okay, why did I have a bad session? Did I train the same lift 48 hours before on a new split, and I'm not used to it? Oh, okay. Did I not get enough sleep the night before? Did I not drink enough water, which is a major one? Did I not eat enough protein? Do I not eat enough protein in general? Major, major, major one. I think everybody should be taking a look at their protein consumption. And make sure that they're on point there. Your water, you're getting enough carbs. If you're in a surplus, then commit to the surplus. If you're dieting, then understand that these days are going to happen more often than not. You're going to have days where you're pretty much not going to be able to hit PRs depending on how steep your deficit is. That's been something that, like me going through this diet after the last Arnold, damn, it's been a year already. It's crazy. It's been over 10 months already. I like had to literally switch my mindset from, okay, I'm coming in, I'm gonna push today, to I'm coming in and like literally my body, like it's almost like you're just kind of going through and you're like something, it's like I think of another entity controlling you. Like you're not deciding what weight goes on there. You don't know what weight you're going to put on there. You have to feel it out and kind of see, and then it becomes automatic. You just like, it's like flow state. Like you're so used to doing it so many times that you just come in and you roll with the punches. The body doesn't understand 70%, 80%, 90%. It understands stress. It understands this was hard, or this was something that I was unable to do comfortably, so therefore I need to adapt in order to do so. And that is something that we need to remind ourselves of. That's pretty much it, guys. You just got to take what's there. You got to listen to your body. Make sure you're take care of yourself outside of the gym. Those bad days can be a reminder of that. Okay, I had a bad day. Let's take a look at my recovery. Let's make sure everything's on point. Let's understand why we had a bad day. Oh, did I overshoot? Did I do this? Did I do that? Did I come into my last day of the week, middle day of the week, expecting to be fresh when I shouldn't have been? Did Joey tell me, we're in an overreaching phase, or we're pushing this block and, it's going to be tough, it's going to be challenging, et cetera, et cetera. It just depends. Joey or whoever your coach is, it depends. There's different phases of training. Some people are going to be able to get away with doing less than others. And that's why it's important to never compare yourself to others. You might see it people, like I have guys right now, every single time they come to the gym, it's like they're hitting a PR. And I have other guys right now where we're literally never going to PR unless it's on the day. We might PR a little bit in training, but it's not going to happen until we peak on meet day. So again, don't compare yourself to others. Stay in the pocket. Take what's there. Make sure your recovery is on point. And if you have a bad day and you do have those negative emotions, it's human. It's normal. Just, fuck, why am I blanking right now? Just shake it off. Short term, just short term memory. It's temporary. Tell yourself that it's temporary. This is temporary. This is not going to be something that is going to be bothering me, forever. It is just right now in this moment. I'm going to do the work that I need to do, and then I'm going to get out, and I'm going to take care of my recovery, and I'm going to move on. And it's nothing. Usually, if it's like consistent, like it's happening all the time, a quick little deload, and you're good to go. Or it could just be the natural, it could be a million things, but it could just be, like how training is structured. Some days are going to be better than others, et cetera, et cetera. Alrighty, guys. I hope you're able to take something away from that. We like to do these on the cusp, on the fly. Let me get a hashtag shake it off in the comments below. Shake it off, because if we have a bad session, you just got to shake it off. Keep it moving. You know what? Let me get a shake it off or a keep it moving in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for listening, and I will talk to you in the next one. Peace.